Sure, Your Honor.
Yep, give me 1 second. Mr. Ariola, are you not going to talk to me? How are you going to represent yourself if you're not even going to talk to me? How's that going to work? Yeah, tell me.
My handcuffs tied behind my back.
I brought you out because Lori, the lawyer I've appointed to represent you, is telling me that you want to represent yourself. Is this what you want to do?
I do.
Why?
This court is threatening me with a program. I'm not asking them. This court has threatened me of such remarks I've never even promised to this court.
You have terrorized the people at the Chevron for the last 3 years. And I've told you time after time after time not to go back to the Chevron. Yet you persist and you go back. You allegedly steal. You allegedly destroy their property. They've asked you repeatedly. I've ordered you not to go back repeatedly, yet the minute you get out, you go back to the property over and over, and you have been arrested at this place, what, 14 times? Pavel, how many times are we talking? 17, 22? You've been arrested over and over, and I've asked you to, time and again not to go back. Every time you do what you're going to do anyways. So what can I do to ensure that you're not going to go back? You have never, in the 3 years and the 25 to 30 cases that you've had with me, have ever once, not once, appeared on your own. Ever. The only thing I asked you to do is not to go back to the Chevron. That's all I asked you to do. So, if you were in my shoes, what would you do?
The court ordered not to go back to the store.
I've done that 18 times.
You've asked me.
Yes.
Not once have there been a
I've
court
asked
order.
you, I've ordered, I've prayed, I've done smoke signals. Everything I've done is to try to get you not to go back.
I wish you was talking here. I'd like to know that. I wish you was talking.
Yeah.
I've made my case to this court before. These privileged calls on me about being at the store are made by one man, one employee. I'm given permission to go to the back of the store. And we're just talking here. I made my case. Okay. This here rattles me. It disturbs my peace of mind. Okay. These people know who I am. They allow me to go to the back of the store. There's no interest in any other way around unless I get permission by them. They give me permission. Okay. Later, when shift changes, I believe this is how it always tends to it. is when the policemen are called on my person. I made my case to this court. I'm just talking.
If you want, I will call them right now to see if you're allowed to go back. But from what we've seen and what the owner has told us, they don't want you to go back. Have you talked to the owner in this before? I mean, I know you have in the past, but
the individual that we called last time is the listed complainant on each of them, so we usually call him. But we can reach out to the official owner this time around.
I will reach out now to see. But if what you're telling me when shift change comes, that the person coming in doesn't want you there, then that's when you got to go. I will find out right now. I will call for you to see if they want you there or not. But even so, every time I ask you not to go, you still go anyways. So what am I supposed to do? I don't want to keep you here. We have enough people in jail. It doesn't make me happy having you here, but I got to protect the public.
All right. If I tell you this, I'm telling you this. I will not go back to that store.
And you done told me that before 18 times.
This is why this is just small talk. I've never promised you nor ever told you anything of such a nature.
Get the phone number.
I do have a phone number.
I'm going to call right now. Give me a second. Let me help Kendra here. As soon as I'm done with her, I'm going to call them myself right now and see whether they want you there or not. And then I'll bring you back out and I'll let you know. Give me 2 minutes. Kendra there, can we put it on for Friday, please?
Okay.
Okay, Lori, you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just tell you, Mr. Ariola, at the outset, you're not here alone. I have a lawyer, Lori, here with you now so that she can be with you during everything that we're doing so that you're not alone. I want to make sure that you know that it's just not the world against you. You have someone here that's helping you out with the situation. I had Mr. Kim call out to Syed, which is the person who is the manager, I guess.
He is. So, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Shahid Syed, and he is the complainant in this case. He stated that he is the manager and business partner of Mr. Mohammed Akhtar. Mr. Mohammed Akhtar is the owner. His son, Siam Akhtar, is also a co-owner. These three, along with the cashier, are the only employees in that gas station. There's no one else there, no one else that can speak for them. All four employees stated that they do not want the defendant at the gas station. The complainant stated that the defendant has previously come in with a stick and another time with a crowbar. He stated that the defendant has also assaulted an officer in another incident. The complainant also says there's a recorded 911 call on one of the incidents where you can hear the defendant admitting that he knows he's not supposed to be there. The complainant believes that the defendant should go to a mental health facility or rehab, but the last time they were in court where he received a conviction from this court, the defendant stated that he was not mentally sick last time in court, and so the complainant doesn't know what to do. The complainant is fearful for his safety and believes that the defendant should be charged with a felony because he was already convicted for trespassing, but he keeps coming back. So he doesn't have a solution. He says he's available for whatever the state needs in terms of this prosecution.
That is from the mouth of the people that work at that gas station. I don't know where you're getting your information that you can go, but you speak. Let me know. What do you?
This is
Tell
the
me.
first time that I've heard that. And it's troubling. I am not how can I say this?
Just say it.
I've spoke, a matter of fact, with the son. He told me himself, he said, "You're okay with me, man. Just don't just leave whenever Alex come by." I am not that, I'm not looking for trouble, nor am I against any of them. I'm troubled with from what I've just heard right now. Even the main owner, I know him so well. He tells me the same thing, just as his son. He said, "Just leave. You cannot be here whenever Alex comes." He's like,
Don't go back. It doesn't matter who's telling you what, how many times they've told you, when they've told you, all their minds have changed. They just don't want you back. They're scared of you, Mr. Ariola. They are scared.
I can only just listen to what I've just heard. I mean, okay, this is a different picture whenever I'm talking to them, but okay.
I'm only bringing you here because, like I told you, I want you to understand that you cannot go back. And I want you to understand this. And I'm going to bring you here many times because I've told you this. We've done this before. We've exactly done this exact thing where I've had the district attorney's office call them and tell you this. So I don't know what else we have. And that's why I wanted you to go to the DDRP location to see and have you evaluated. Go ahead.
Listen, what I just heard right now, no, that makes my stomach hurt. It is a whole different story when I'm there with them. Right now, I'm only, I honestly, I don't want to go back there if this is what came, if this is the statement that came out of who was it?
Spoke with Mr. Syed.
Syed. That troubles me. I have a family. I have a family to take care of, and I'm being troubled by these privileges called by Mr. Syed. I don't even think this man. I don't hate this man. I'm just troubled about what's being, many ways.
You shouldn't let it trouble you. It doesn't matter. Just don't go back. It shouldn't make your stomach hurt. It shouldn't trouble you. None of that matters. Just don't go back and everything will be fine.
Believe me, yes. Now that this statement was made, believe me, I have a family to take care of. I really don't say much because I just want to get, I'm not here for no excuses or nothing. I can only bring the facts of it all. Okay, I have a family to take care of, and my time is being taken away from me being able to provide for my family. I was with my family 5 days. 5 days. When I went to the store just to talk to a friend, and that friend was the son, and he told me, he's like, "It's okay, Ronnie, you can be here. Just leave whenever he comes." I'm like, "Okay, man. I don't really even."
That's the problem, though. The problem is you never know when the guy's going to come back. You never know. What if he comes in 5 minutes after he told you? You never know. That's why the best way is not to go back at all.
And I'm perfectly sane. I know from right from wrong. I'm not committing no crimes. I'm not intentionally, going out there committing crimes, even that by doing drugs or any of that.
We need to figure out where we're going to go from here because I don't know. So let me talk with Lori, your lawyer. Let's figure out a path where we're going to go from here. we sent you to the facility for you to get evaluated, but you left. And after you left, you went back to this place, you picked up a new trespass case. So I don't know where we're going to go from here.
What do you mean I left?
You were ordered to, and you agreed with me that you were going to go to this residential facility. You agreed with me,
No, the trial, I lost the trial, you put me in this facility,
correct?
okay? And I guess
You told me at that time that you were willingly going to go because you wanted things to change and you wanted to better yourself.
I'm not asking for treatment. I'm here as a man right now. I stand before you. I stand before this court. I am not asking for treatment. I'm
Then I'm at a complete loss of how to go forward, Mr. Ariella, because I don't know what,
what do you mean that I left the facility? The facility that you sent me, I completed.
He completed it April 23rd, 2020.
oh, I thought he took off.
No, he completed it.
Oh,
but
wonderful.
he-
So but what happened though? You completed it, he got out, and then you picked up a new trespass.
In less than 10 days. Because the-
In less than 10 days. This is the privileged call. I'm asking the court to recognize this. I am not intentionally doing something, passing the line or jumping over a fence or sneaking in behind. I'm asking that this court recognize this privileged cause is taking away my time. I am not on drugs. I am not on dope. I am simply just at a place.
So
at a
let's,
moment.
I'm gonna put you back. I'm gonna let you talk to Lori. And Pavel and Mr. Kimball, I will talk and figure out where we go forward because I just don't know. I don't know. My only concern is I don't want you to go back. That's all I want.
If I tell you this right now, man, I promise you today, right now, that I will not go back to that store. I'm telling you right now because this is troubling. Not like you said, I do not want it to trouble me. I promise you this court, I will not go back to that store.
Let me talk to Lori and see where we go, okay? I don't know. And I wish I could believe you. I really do. But given our history, it's very, very hard for me to do that.
I just want you to, please, you sent me to this treatment. I completed it. I did all that was told of me. I didn't get no write-ups, no so-called VRs from that treatment.
You get out of the facility and less than 10 days later, you went back. That's the rub.
I'm not, how can I say this? It's not like I was visiting a friend.
You're going back.
No, I understand. I understand this. I mean, this is the way I'm just talking here, and I'm just talking, and
Don't.
I'm not going to go back. I'm telling you this right now. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going. This is me telling you for real that. This is me telling this court.
I need to record this so
Yeah.
that we have this conversation in 2 weeks. If you were to get out, we'll see. I just don't know. Let me talk to Lori and we're going to figure out where the proper, how to go forward, Mr. Ariel. I just don't know anymore.
Thank you, Judge.
Lori, I don't know, man. I'm at a loss what to do.
All right, actually, I'll speak to
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So, we spoke previously about Rolando Ariola. Is he allowed into that Chevron?
No, sir. We give him many chances to act straighten up and it's causing.
Turn it up.
I've given him multiple chances and it's better to keep him off the property, so it's no problem with our customers and him.
And would you want him back on the property, on the Chevron property?
No, sir, I have the risk of losing my job also.
That's Alex. That's Alex.
That's Sam.
That's Alex.
Sam.
That's Sam.
Sam.
That's I am. That's who they requested me to contact.
That's not, I mean, I want the person that he's been saying is allowing him to go on the.
That's Sam. That's Sam. That's
That him?
That's him. That's him.
He's telling you he don't want to go. He don't want you there.
He's telling me now, right now. I just heard
That's
it.
him.
I just not heard it from him. I just not. Max question.
Sure.
Sam.
Yes,
Sam. This is Roland.
yes.
My brother. I know that I've spoken with you. I was just telling the judge that you have allowed me on the property, and I was just telling him that you would allow me on the property, and that's the only reason.
I can't, as the company's policy is they don't want you on the property. I can't risk of losing my job. I'm sorry.
No, yes, Sam. I agree with that. I'm here. I do understand your position. I was just explaining to the judge that it was a friend of mine, which is you, that would allow me. But then in return, it was Alex that would have a different thought. But yes, I do agree. I'm yes, you do your job.
Are you going back, Rolando?
No, I'm not going back. That's my friend, and that's his job, and I'm not going to.
I think that's all. We need anything else from Sim?
Is it Siam?
Sam, yeah.
Siam,
Yes.
this is Judge Fleischer. Okay?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, thank you for being understanding and speaking and taking the time to speak with us. I know, and I'm trying everything in our power to make sure that Mr. Ariola doesn't go back. And
Yes,
we are trying to work a program where he's going to be doing a couple classes now. And
Yes, sir.
we are going to release him, but I want you to let me know if he goes back. Okay? Don't go back. You understand?
I told him just tell him to stay away. It's better for his,
Right. He is under the impression that someone is still allowing him to go to play the slot machines or whatnot. And so that's what
No one is allowing him. There's nothing like that.
you heard it here.
This moment in time, sir. This is just
Heard
now.
it on the stand last month when we did this as well.
That was
There's-
slicks.
No,
Yes, this is a
Excuse.
different. No. This is a whole different process now. That is my friend Sam, and he's in a different position. I'm not gonna jeopardize his job just because of my ignorance or stubborn way, or just to want to go visit him at that.
okay. So where are we at now?
Well, we're asking to put him on a probation and let him do decision-making classes, do the decision-making class.
You've never once in the 25 cases that we've had together, not once appeared for court. So tell me, how is this any different that if we let you out on a probation now, that you're actually gonna get this done?
I'd like to be able to complete what this court is asking me of and move on forward with my life. I have a life to attend to, children that I provide for. Right now, my financial problems, it's a whole different ballgame of mine that I gotta take.
So hold on a second. Can we pay for the class so that he's got it for free?
Yes, but it'll take time.
I'll pay for it. How much is it? Is it like 25 bucks, 50 bucks?
No, he's doing thinking for a change, correct? Or.
What are we doing?
I thought, are we doing thinking for a change?
That's what I was. that's what I
Oh,
was
okay,
doing.
yeah, thinking for a change.
How much is
So
it?
it'll be based off the provider, but I believe they're like $50 per class.
And how many classes are we talking?
Yeah, 13 weeks, and I think they go 3 times.
Oh, Lord.
That's why I said if you go through Harris County, it'll just take some time. So it'll take maybe like 2 months before they get answered. So we'll put him on the wait list to get into the program through us, and he'll just have to wait.
I'm gonna have you sign an affidavit with me today. And I want you to promise me that you're gonna do this. What is gonna happen if he fails to do this, Lori?
If he fails to do this, he comes back in and he's looking at going back to the program that you want to send him to see if he can get it.
Right.
I will continue to send it back so much you think I've made it a new career for you. I will send you back, and I'm gonna send you back, and it will be time after time after time. Do you understand? Are you really telling me, Mr. Ariola, that you can do this? Yeah.
I could pay for the classes. My financial problems on the one hand, I mean, I can make things happen. I don't I'm not asking for charity or anything. I just want to finish what the court is asking me of, so I can move forward with my life. I got it.
I will give you the chance, Mr. Ariel, but I'm gonna tell you now, if you play with me, don't play with me, Smokey. You do?
Judge, can we request to put the affidavit on the record? That way we create a record of it.
Ramona's gone. Ramona, you're not here, are you?
No, Judge.
She gone.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have you sign a promise with me that you're gonna do it. Mr. Ariel, I'm telling you, if you don't, you're gonna be coming back so much. It's really gonna be a miserable experience. I want to give you a chance. You've heard it from everyone that they don't want you to go back. I will literally explode of anger if you go back to this place one more time. All I want you to do is this class, that's it. This is the last opportunity you will get from me. You understand?
Understand.
Lori. Okay.
Okay, I'll write up a plea then.
All right, I want to say it.
Bond conditions on Keener. No contact, no weapons.
Yeah, I already read it.
All right, Mr. Ariola. I really hope you do well. I really hope you do well. I never, ever want to see anyone fail. And I'm really not asking much from you. There's only two things. Don't go back to the Chevron. And two, get the class done. That's it. You understand? If you don't, and if you go back to this location, I'm going to put you back into the same program that we did until it takes. You understand, sir? And I don't care if you're kicking, screaming, crying. I promise I'm going to do this. I'm going to promise unicorns. I'm going to promise Bambi. I'm going to promise Thumper. Don't go back. Are we clear?
Yes.
You've heard it from everyone. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. You understand that we're doing a probation today. I'm going to have you sign an affidavit. This is a promise that you're making to me today, that you're not going to go back to this location. If you violate this, I can hold you in contempt and put you in jail for 180 days every time you go back to this location. Do you understand? Okay. How do you plead to the offense of criminal trespass? I will not find you guilty. We're doing a straight. Okay. I'm going to find you guilty. I will sentence you to 180 days in jail, but I will probate that. How long then? For 2 years. That means I'm watching over you for 2 years to make sure that you're not going back. Are you going to be able to complete this?
I will.
Okay. We shall see. I really hope so. So the only thing we're doing on the probation is thinking for a change, and then no contact with the Chevron, no going to the Chevron.
That's the court ordering you not to go to that Chevron, you understand?
You've also heard it from Siam and everyone there. I'm taking all your fees away. You don't have to pay for anything. All you have to do is show up. If you fail to show up, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I will not have any sympathy if you fail to do it or if you go back. If you go back, I swear I'm going to explode from anger. you understand, Mr. Ariel? Okay. Good luck.